G'day guys, welcome to episode 2 of The Real Life Enigmas question and answers. I did say last week that I would follow up the first week of questions and answers with a second episode of questions and answers because I had a lot of questions and a lot of answers coming through to me. So why not? I thought I'd give you all a chance to ask your questions so that I could answer each and every one of you. So that's what I've decided to do today. Decided to do the second part, and I hope you like them. If you guys have any more questions as well, see down there, there's a comment box. You can ask more questions. You can also ask them on my Facebook or on my Twitter page, which is at Sean Effect Brand. All one word and all caps. Beautiful. Or you can hit me up on Formspring or on Wrestling Vengeance, any of them. Join Wrestling Vengeance today, by the way, www.wrestlingvengeance.com. Beautiful, guys. Now I'm going to get straight stuck into them because there's plenty of questions to answer. I've had a lot of people coming in and asking questions, so let's get them out the road, shall we? The first question, it comes from Brett. Now Brett has asked, which player would you A, least like to lose for the Bombers? This is an AFL question. And B, which player would you most want from another club? Brady, thanks for your question first of all, and a great question as well. The player that I would least like to lose from Essendon would be Michael Hurley. The reason I say this is obviously he's young, he's got talent, he's got desire, future captain, future superstar of the game. He has all the skills, he has speed, he has strength, he has stamina. He can utilise as well, which is something else I like about him. He can play up forward, he can kick 60 or 70 goals in a season for you, or he can play down back and, do the whole reverse Coleman thing and concede the least goals. And he also has assets to play in the midfield as well. So Michael Hurley is definitely the player that I would least like to lose. In terms of players that, if I could pick any player in the AFL that I'd like to gain, well, in terms of Essendon, I think we need another midfielder. Joe Watson carries all the workload in the midfield for Essendon at the moment. I don't see Brent Stanton ever picking up that second midfielder sort of role to Job. Good enough. Winderlick's always injured, Prismal's always injured, that sort of thing. Albeit Zaharakis has come along a long way. But if I could pick anybody in the AFL, it doesn't, you won't find a better midfielder than Gary Ablett. So if I could pick another player, it'd be Gary Ablett for sure. Gaz, welcome to Essendon. Join Bomber Thompson and Brent Prismal as the ex-Geelong people to come to Essendon. The next question comes from Cheryl. She says, let's say a foreigner like me comes over to your neck of the woods. Where is some good places to see, cool things to do, and great places to eat at? Got glasses, computer screen, can't read it properly, but I did my best. Cheryl, being in Melbourne, I'm obviously, my neck of the woods is Melbourne, so I'll give you my personal thoughts. There's a lot to do in Melbourne. You can go to the MCG, do a tour there. There's the aquarium, that's always good. You can go to the Sky Deck. The Sky Deck is crazy, but it's really good. Basically what you're doing is you're on a really big building. You can go out onto the platform and then it goes out. So you're in the building, but then the platform goes outside the building. So you're just on this platform. You look down, all you see is glass, obviously, and you look down and you can see through the glass and you can see everything below you. It is freaky, very, very freaky. Something else you might want to do is see the Rialto, biggest building in Australia. Also, there's the Crown Casino where you can do everything. You can, there's pubs in there, there's a casino obviously, there's cinemas, there's events happening in there all the time. There's always events happening in Melbourne, always events happening. And there's great restaurants in there as well. Great restaurants, and that answers your question, where's the best spots to eat, because that is definitely it at Crown Casino. But there's also this restaurant close to me that I love. It's called Sophia's. It's an Italian restaurant, pizza and pasta. They make great pizza. They're really big pizzas. and then follow up with a gelati dessert. It is massive, absolutely massive. Every single flavour is on that. You will absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. It's great. There you go, Cheryl. Next question comes from Jody, and she asks, my question is, do you like the fact that some wrestlers become actors of movies, and aren't they already actors? Great question, Jody. Hi, Jody. Great question. Yeah, I do like it. I do like it. Basically because, as you said and pointed out correctly, wrestlers are already actors. You know, they have the talent. They got to use it to the best of their ability. You know, branch out, look out there. You know, become the best that they possibly can be, because that's what life's about. It's about having your skills, finding your skill set, and making the most of it, and becoming the best you can be at what it is you do. Become the best in the world at what you do. Everybody should attempt to be that person, because a perfect example is The Rock, one of the best wrestlers, one of the greatest names of all time in the wrestling business, and then he went on to movies, and he's become a Hollywood megastar. He's been in great movies such as Welcome to the Jungle, Gridiron Gang, Scorpion King, The Mummy, Walking Tall, all these movies, and he's been a massive hit in all of them. And you might notice that I never said the Tooth Fairy there. Not one of his best moments. But yeah, I do like it when wrestlers, get into movies, because it shows that they're trying to make the best out of their talents. And that's what life's all about. That's what everybody should be trying to do. So, yeah, fully for that. The next question comes from Paula. I love you, Paula. She asks, if you could have a $10,000 shopping spree to one store, which store would it be, and how long would it take you to spend the $10,000? Paula, I wouldn't spend it. I do not like shopping. I do not like shopping at all. The only time I'll shop is if it's Christmas or someone's birthday or Valentine's Day. I will not shop for any other reason. No way would you find me there. Sorry, there is another reason. If I'm hungry, or if I need something. If I need something or need to buy someone something, then I shop. If I don't need to, I ain't going anywhere near the shops. So basically, if I'm still eligible to have that $10,000, I'll give it to you. That's a deal, dog. Paula also asks, what do you think is the most useless class in high school? The most useless class in high school, Paula, is maths, without a doubt. All you need to know in maths is maybe fractions, maybe, adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing. Done. When in the blue hell is anybody going to use algebra? Seriously. You know those sums where you've got like a triangle, you've got one number on one corner, one number on another corner, and then x? Find x. Please tell me, when are you going to be in a situation where you're standing in a triangle, in one corner of a triangle, you got another mate in another corner of the triangle, and someone else in the other corner of the triangle, and you have to work out their number, or whatever degrees they are? Seriously? Really? 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 Nah. It's pointless. It's stupid. Maths is a fail. The next question comes from AM. Thanks for the questions, by the way, babe. AM Pharaoh from the Wrestling Inventions website. And he asks, what would you do to make Daniel Bryan not boring to you? He is an amazing wrestler. So all he needs to do is have an entertaining gimmick. What do you think would be entertaining for you? So let me stop you right there, Mr. Pharaoh. Pharaoh, you have your opinion. That's great. Everybody's entitled to their opinions, obviously. It's the beauty of this world. But Daniel Bryan, let me tell you my opinion. Daniel Bryan is not an amazing wrestler? An amazing wrestler is Bret the Hitman Hart. An amazing wrestler is the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. An amazing wrestler is Latino Heat, Eddie Guerrero. And a very good wrestler is CM Punk. Daniel Bryan is a good wrestler. He's not an amazing wrestler, he's not a very good wrestler, he's a good wrestler. And a good wrestler that severely lacks mic skills. When he talks, I cringe. You might remember a guy by the name of Rob Van Dam. I cringed whenever Rob Van Dam talked. Albeit sometimes RVD could be a little bit funny. Daniel Bryan, keep him away from the microphone. I would rather have AJ Lee talk on his behalf. That's how bad he is on the mic. Gimmick, I mean, his gimmick at the moment is fine. He just can't pull it off. It's as simple as that. I mean, he's repetitive as hell as well. It's reminding me of Michael Cole in terms of how repetitive he is. He comes out of the ring, yes, 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 yes. World heavyweight champion, yes, I'm a vegan, I don't eat meat, woo, woo, woo. Well, that's Zack Ryder's catchphrase, I don't know why I'm saying that. But you know what I mean? He's just, no. And, you know, he gets no crowd reactions, he doesn't sell merchandise, he doesn't make money for the company. Don't know why he's world champ, to be honest. Do not have a clue. Money in the Bank should have gone to Wade Barrett last year. That simple. Kieran asks, do you remember Macho Mouse and the Ultimate Mouse Warrior? Yes, I do. For anybody that's not aware, last year I lived in Broken Hill and there was a mouse infestation and I worked at a radio station. I caught two mice. I think that's the right terminology. I caught two mice. And I had a mice cage. I put face paint on one of the mice to make it look like the Ultimate Warrior. And I put little tiny armbands on another mouse to make him look like the Macho Man. And I let them go at it inside the cage. They had a Mouse-a-Mania event. They had promos leading up to it. The Ultimate Mouse Warrior had a promo. The Macho Mouse had a promo. And eventually, on the day, Mouse-a-Mania, which was the same day, I made it the same day as WrestleMania, the Ultimate Mouse Warrior got the victory after interference from Hulk and Mouse, which was a rip-off of Hulk Hogan. So, there you go. It was fun. And yes, Kieran, to answer your question, I do remember. Great times, great times. And I remember the graphic that was it you or Sophie? One of you made, and it was great. Loved it. Cheers, Kieran. Kieran's also actually asked a second question. And that question is, do you prefer Matt Hardy version 1 or version 2? Now, I'm not sure what you mean by Matt Hardy version 2. Whether that's his TNA or his latter stages of WWE or the I Will Not Die sort of gimmick. If it was the Will Not Die one, then yeah, that was my favourite Matt Hardy. That feud with Edge was awesome. The steel cage match, you know, jumping off the cage, doing a massive leg drop. His mic skills. It was a real intense feud. He made you really buying into everything. Maybe because a lot of it was real and there was a lot of built-up emotion in that feud. But his mic skills were amazing. His even, you know, a lot of it was harsh, and I think a lot of it was real. What he was saying. I mean, when he said the only thing that would be better than me beating you, Edge, at SummerSlam would be if you were in a car crash on the way over to the arena. I mean, that was harsh. That's not deny that. That was very, very harsh. And I don't think that was scripted either. I think that was Matt Hardy built up emotion because of what happened. For those that aren't aware, Edge cheated on, Lita, Matt Hardy's girlfriend and fiancée, Amy Dumas, aka Lita, cheated on Matt with Matt's best friend Edge, and Matt was full of rage, and you know he was attacking Edge when he wasn't even rehired by WWE. Yeah, he was coming into the arena and attacking Edge. And at one stage, yeah, he was saying, "Stuff you, WWE! I'm going to Ring of Honor," and that sort of thing. So that was my favourite Matt. I thought he was just awesome. But don't get me wrong, V1, I love it. Very funny character. Now, Cody. Follow him on Twitter, by the way, guys. Cody Springer, @_CS10. He's asked, what do you think about The Miz complaining backstage about not getting his WrestleMania match? I think The Miz needs to pipe down. Don't get me wrong, I'm a fan of The Miz. And he's not alone in this. He's had Randy Orton, Big Show, Wade Barrett, Alberto Del Rio, Mark Henry also complaining because they've been focusing on The Rock and John Cena and CM Punk, Chris Jericho, and Triple H Undertaker. The Miz had his match. He had a main event match last year at WrestleMania, and it failed. The only thing that made that match good was The Rock dissing a laptop. Enough said. Having said that, I think The Miz has improved a lot this year in the ring, but unfortunately, he's been given the raw end of the stick by creative recently, and unfortunately for The Miz, he's really suffered. He needs something big going his way before he can be in a big WrestleMania match. And I think his team, the Awesome Truth team with R-Truth was a really good step in the right direction for him, but unfortunately, I can't see The Miz being in a big time match this year, but he could become the first ever superstar to main event WrestleMania one year and then open the card the following year. He could be the very first guy to do that, so watch out for it. Jess asks a couple of questions. Thanks for your questions, Cody, by the way. And make sure, guys, to tune into SOA Outlaw TV. Brilliant stuff on the horizon. Cody doing his thing, SOA Outlaw TV, where you can see yours truly, The Real Life Enigma, co-starring. Jess, her question, she's got a couple. The first one is, what got you into wrestling? I can't really remember. It was in 1997, I think it was Shawn Michaels and Mankind. And I just got up on Saturday morning, Roy's War was on, and started to watch it because there was nothing else on, and enjoyed it. I thought it was good. Shawn Michaels was doing crazy things like jumping off turnbuckles and through tables, kicking someone in the face when he already had a chair in front of him. And I loved it. And I watched the following week, and I saw The Undertaker and Triple H and Shawn and Brett and all these guys. Goldust, I think, was there. I just loved it. Legion of Doom was there. Stone Cold Steve Austin. So definitely I think I can thank Shawn Michaels though. So there you go. Question 2. What's your opinion on Adelaide? I think she means the town in Australia, the city, Adelaide. It's in South Australia for those unaware. It's not in Tasmania. Adelaide. I've been there twice. Jess also asks, what's your favourite Green Day song? There's too many. Way too many. Time of Your Life is a classic. American Idiot's always going to be going down in history. Boulevard of Broken Dreams has always been good. I've always liked Jesus of Suburbia. She is always good. Basket Case. Wake Me Up When September Ends. East Jesus Nowhere. Pretty much anything from the Dookie album is awesome. The thing I love about Green Day is they can just change what genre of rock so easily. So, plenty of great Green Day songs. Plenty of them. And her final question is, what's the best wrestling forum ever? Jess, the best wrestling forum ever is Wrestling Vengeance. Everybody watching, join it today. www.wrestlingvengeance.com. There's mass loads of traffic going on in there. There's plenty of topics, plenty of things to discuss. There's a little chat at the bottom as well. Well, it's not little, but there's a chat at the bottom as well where all wrestling fans can just chat amongst themselves, get to know each other. There's a great bunch of people over there. I'll name a couple of them off the top. Cody, the Outlaw, SOA Outlaw, Jess, Bella Jessica, Michael, the Messiah of Mad Skills, or Mad Skills Mayhem. I'm just going to call you Messiah of Mayhem, okay, because you create the biggest load of mayhem I could ever see. Pirouette's on there, Canadian-made punk. There's a lot of people on there that are really good to get along with. Sorry to those that are left out, but just noticed that I've hit 20 minutes, so got to wrap this one up. Guys, thanks for watching this video. If you've got any questions, comment down there, ask a question on Facebook, Twitter, whatever. Don't forget, follow me on Twitter at SeanEffectBrand. Add me on Facebook, I'm always willing. Join WrestlingVengeance.com and subscribe to my channel, guys. The Real Life Enigma, signing out. Peace, guys.